We need you to continue to cover this Green Bay Packers team under Goody, which I think is going to be more electrifying than any Packers team of the past. Let's talk about the big news that happened yesterday, although there was numerous things. We heard the Aaron Jones deal was getting reworked by Ian Rappaport whenever he announced the Josh Jacobs signing to the Green Bay Packers. First of all, Green Bay Packers signing Josh Jacobs, did we have any idea that that was coming? And then the Aaron Jones rework into the release, did we have any idea that was coming from those that are close to the operation on an everyday basis like yourself, Mr. Schneidman?
So here's what happened from a couple people I've talked to with knowledge of the situation. So the Packers knew they had to get
in the know at the time.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. There is no doubting that Aaron Jones is, when healthy, one of the best running backs in football. He showed it the last 5 games of the season. He's entering the last year of his contract this year, or was, and his base salary plus his bonuses were around $12 million. What I was told was the Packers wanted to cut that number by about 50%. So they started negotiations with Drew Rosenhaus, Jones's agent, before the Combine. Didn't make much progress over the final 2 weeks. And last Friday presented Drew and Aaron Jones's camp with their final offer. Drew, in turn, countered that, and the Packers basically said, from my understanding, that was our final offer. We're going to move on. At that point is when they went on and looked at, okay, can we afford any of these top running backs? They settled on Josh Jacobs, got him. But it was a stark change because on February 1st, Brian Gutekunst said to us, we absolutely expect Aaron Jones back. Now, Aaron Jones wanted to remain a Packer for life. It just turned out that his side was not willing to take the amount of a pay cut that the Packers were asking him to take. And now they turn to a guy who is more than 3 years younger than Aaron Jones. And Aaron Jones was probably only going to be with the Packers for another year anyway.
Okay, so less money than Josh Jacobs was offered Aaron Jones, we can assume?
I think that's a safe assumption, yes.
So that's Josh where Aaron Jones said that's probably where it got turned off.
All right, pay cut too.
Yeah, I assume that's probably where it got turned off. So the Packers probably, because of what you said there about Josh Jacobs being younger, and we love Aaron Jones, love Josh Jacobs as well. So this is not just like in any, there's no shade towards anybody. And also, obviously you've reported and talked about it. At one point I wondered about Goody. Now it's just like, I trust Goody. I trust Goody. Mm-hmm. Like I trust Gutekunst, what he's going to do. They probably had in their mind, they were completely okay if Aaron Jones did not accept that deal as they were pitching it to Aaron Jones and going forward with Josh Jacobs being a guy that they thought would take them over the hump potentially.
Yeah, I mean, they love Aaron Jones. There's no denying that. But as we all know, there's a business side to this too. You can at one time be thrilled with what Aaron Jones gave you the last 5 games and think, okay, when healthy, he's really good, but also realize we got to look out for the long-term interests of this franchise. He just came off his most injury-hampered season of his 7-year career. He turns 30 next season. What's the best decision for the long-term interests of this franchise? So for about an hour there, I thought we were going to have an Aaron Jones, Josh Jacobs backfield.
Oh, me
Packers
too.
Get
Ty was splooging all over the place on our show.
Yeah.
He was like, we got the best running back tandem in the NFL by far.
Yeah, maybe ever.
And then Jordan Love hasn't even showcased his running as much. Like he'll extend plays, but they haven't really even got into any of that he certainly can do. Mm-hmm. So if you got Aaron Jones and you have Josh Jacobs and you explore a little bit more with Jordan Love running, plus with the young weapons, it's like, wait a minute.
Look out.
Ty had Lombardi aspirations. Not that he doesn't anymore. Yeah, not that he doesn't anymore, but that was a good time there for a little bit. Seemed weird if that was going to be the case.
For sure.
But obviously it all got sorted. Excited to see where Aaron Jones, he's in the Vikings.
Yeah.
You guys will see him play. He's too old, Schneidman said with his sleeve. I think big news out of yesterday is obviously Aaron Jones gone. He's now on the Minnesota Vikings. Obviously, that was a mortal rival of the Green Bay Packers within the division. And then how about in the running back position, Saquon Barkley, New York Giants, going to their biggest rival, Philadelphia Eagles. Seemed like that happened yesterday in a big way, a couple different times. I don't remember this to be as common over the last few years. What do you think big takeaway is yesterday, AJ? And what are your thoughts on those two moves in particular?
Well, Aaron Jones was a bit surprising, I guess. I understand him not wanting to take another pay cut because he took one last year, didn't he?
Yes.
I believe. So, not taking another one, but then has he signed with the Vikings? Is that official?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit you can't be upset at somebody and say, oh, you're a traitor to the Packers or whatever. We understand it's a business and what they do. But, yeah, Aaron Jones is awesome. He really is. Saquon signing in Philly, I think that's a huge bump for them. I love what he can do, how hard he runs, how tough he is.